Hi, my name is Frank Schaefer, and a long time ago, almost 50 years ago now, I was my dad's nepotistic sidekick in an evangelical fundamentalist right-wing crusade to make abortion illegal. I fled that movement. I am ashamed of my participation in it. And in books like Why I'm an Atheist Who Believes in God, I have written about my journey out and a different and new way of looking at both spirituality and morality. Today, I would like to make a comment on something, and that is that I think the Republican Party has handed Democrats, progressives, libertarians, and anyone even remotely sane their head on a platter. And I would beg my Democrat friends who are running for Congress or rerunning for the Senate or helping Joe Biden in his run for a second term in the presidency to pay attention to what I'm saying. When you have a judge who's an evangelical pro-life fanatic, making what's called the abortion pill illegal, that's been on the market for 20 years, safely helping women terminate pregnancies early in the pregnancy, which is what many pro-lifers say they would like to limit abortion to. When this judge, using his fanatical religious ideology, tells the FDA that this pill is not safe, when Amy Coney Barrett and the other right-wing Roman Catholic ideologues on the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, when the federal judiciary, shaped by Donald Trump into an ideological extremist MAGA wing of the Republican Party, begins to make America look more and more like a theocracy where religious liberty, quote unquote, is favored above all other liberties, unless you count the right to own a gun, which these right-wing fanatics in their death cult also believe in, then the Democrats have been handed a gift, a horrible gift, but a gift. And that gift is to make Americans aware of the fact that they have a choice between the future and freedom and women's rights and decency and bodily autonomy, or to be driven into a theocratic model of government where the courts override not just the legislative branch of our government and the elected presidents, but override even regulatory bureaucratic agencies that provide America with some of the best and safest healthcare in the world, and have consistently for all their faults. Do we really want one evangelical pro-life judge dictating policy to the FDA? Do we really want 6 conservative judges on the Supreme Court telling women and gay people and anyone non-Christian and atheists and agnostics and Hindus and Muslims and evangelical Protestants who also sometimes vote for Democrats that essentially the will of the people is being overridden by judicial fiat from on high, a minority opinion not supported by the American people? Where will we draw the line? I know this term gets bandied around a lot, but I need to tell you something. The form of theocracy, Amy Coney Barrett and the 6 justices on the Supreme Court and these lone wolf renegade extremists on the federal bench are practicing, this form of law, is really a form of Christo-fascism. It is a form of nationalistic, Christian nationalistic fascism. It is the mirror image of the Ayatollahs in Iran having young women who demonstrate because they want to take their headscarf off, beaten to death in police stations, arrested, raped. It is the mirror image of the Saudi Arabian royal family and the mullahs there, who execute up to 80 people a day, sometimes, that they label terrorists for wanting to do things like having the right to drive a car if you're a woman. It is the mirror image of the Taliban in Afghanistan, where my Marine son, by the way, fought. And what they are doing today in stripping women of even the right to the education at a primary school level, let alone work and career and family life and freedom. It is the mirror image of a world where young girls as young as 10 years old are sold to be wives in Afghanistan and in Pakistan and these other countries ruled by a tyrannical, superstitious, and ridiculous set of religious beliefs. Is this America? If you don't think so, and you're a Democrat, let's just start talking about judges that make the abortion pill illegal. Let's start talking about the fact we don't want to live in the Handmaid's Tale. Let's start talking about the fact that Amy Coney Barrett and these other religious fanatics on the Supreme Court are going against the will of the American people and treating religious liberty, i.e., special rights for bigotry and Christian nationalism, as special. Let's talk about Ginny Thomas and her disgusting alliance with people who tried to overthrow our government on January 6th. Let's talk about her husband, who takes vacations and gifts from billionaires who favor his right-wing ideological extremism that only cuts taxes and allows for legislation in favor of right-wing billionaires. Let's put this on the table and call it what it is. Let's make the cause of the Democratic Party resisting Christian nationalism, Christo-fascism, and the bigotry and the misogyny that goes with every form of religiously inspired fascism across the globe, be that Saudi Arabia, Iran, or now here in the United States. Let's tell this judge who has told over 150 American million women to subscribe to his insane anti-science views to shove it. Next time we vote, let's send these bigots who have slimed their way into our culture, creeping in from the shadows of the Middle Ages, to get lost and reclaim our democracy. My name is Frank Schaefer.